Hello, hello, and hello. I am the Sock, aka Professor Shadow Wizard Money Game the Fourth, and we are here for the second session of my first dungeon crawl titled Songspire Caverns. Last time, the players witnessed the miserable and wrecked town of Fort Fair Hollow, which was raided by frost giants 10 days ago. They got a job to kill a clan of kobolds who have been raiding merchant caravans while donning symbols of Tiamat, the five-headed queen of dragons. After trudging through the snow and approaching the ruins, they found a mysterious, sad letter that appeared to never reach its intended recipient. Then they fought a frost troll at the entrance, and Shuri, the halfling thief, pulled off the most metal plan I've seen in any session, where she cut open a dead kobold's stomach organ and spilled the acid on the troll's exposed spine wound that bypassed its regeneration and crippled it for life, basically.
Woo!
And yeah, they entered the ruins and discovered it was once an archive that documents songs from every race and culture throughout the world and history itself. After avoiding traps and crawling through cramped tunnels of jagged stone, they met Vrakthos the Rat Man, and they convinced this abused sentry to come along with them in exchange for pointy things and revenge against his masters. They then found a room with a cauldron that makes some funky potions, and that's where we left off. Uh, Yeah, that is a good note, Anthony, that you do have 15 minutes left on your torch timer. I'm not sure who's holding it. I think it's Siegfried, but yeah, just to start off the session though, we will be joined by two new players, and I'll just kind of describe that you guys are, gathering the potions from the cauldron and everything, and Vrakthos kind of crawls out of the tunnel, um, and he looks at you all, he says, "Two people come here." And I'll give the floor to our two new players for who crawls through this jagged stone tunnel.
Coming out of the tunnel, you'll see a halfling. He is decked out in all green. He is carrying a lute, and he's just kind of happily just jaunting along, just strolling along, uh, just checking out the site, kind of aloof. And when he walks in, he'll say,
Good to meet everybody. My name's Dermot. I'm of Nog.
That was brilliant. You did it. That was a great voice.
"Oh, thanks."
Yeah, that was really good. That was really good. Am I still like super like
You're much better now.
okay, cool, cool. Um and I am Madame
Whoa.
Swine,
That's really good. I imagine
and
yours
I've
is
been
harder.
looting this place and bringing around my friend here, who is starting to really aggravate me.
I'm sorry.
Keep up.
That's great. I
Yes.
immediately attack.
No.
As you should.
What is this?
Oh
my word.
What are your names? Hmm?
For reference, just for Dermot and Madam Swine, you guys also, we'll just say you also picked up the parchment letter for the job for
Hmm.
this killing the kobolds and everything, and the fort figured that you guys could get all the help you could get. So that's just for reference for why you're here, and then out of game sort of stuff. Each player will not be playing two characters this time. So for whatever reason, you guys as characters partners might have gone outside of the fort to guard it or whatever, but they're not currently here, or they would have left a little bit before they showed up.
I'll unfurl the poster and say,
Um, are you all here for this, right? Hmm?
Oh my goodness, there are more of you weird
How do I know
creatures.
you're not with the kobolds?
I
Uh,
hate lizards. I've been crushing them every time I see them.
Very well. Stay out of my way.
Ooh,
And
what's
I
your
walk.
number?
And I walk past them.
Hmm. He's an interesting fellow.
Ooh la la,
Oh.
looks like you're being replaced.
What? Huh? No.
Well, it looks like there are more of you weird-looking creatures. I hope you can fight, because my spells are a little bit short right now.
Um, well, I could play the lute.
He's pretty bad, but I will hide.
You all kind of, Madam Swan and Dermot, you guys kind of look over to the right, and I think you finally notice this halfling-sized rat man with like oily white fur. He smells awful and he has like bruises on his face. He draws a rusty dagger from his like belt of many pointy things and stuff, daggers and arrows and stuff. And he points it at you guys. He's like, I no trust them.
Mm. Oh, there's no need for that.
He crawls over to Hobart and whispers in his ear, but it's his what he thinks he's being stealthy, but you guys can hear him very clearly. He's like, we wait till they turn their back. We stab their necks, take their pointy things.
Yeah, you know, you're not wrong, but we got to work together this time.
Ah,
We got to survive, not just be stabbing everybody we meet. And I'm Hobart, also pronounced Hobart, is a half orc, priest of Madeira, and he has all the accoutrements of a holy half orc.
oh yeah, and I guess before we get back into like the full official dungeon crawl, do you guys want to say just like real quick what your classes are for Dermot and Madam Swan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dermot of Nog, he is a halfling bard.
And Madame Swine is a monk of Yag Kesh.
I'm excited
And
to
My
see how that
goodness.
plays.
Even more strange looking creatures. Can you fight? That's important. Can you fight?
I'll show you how to fight, honey.
Ooh, you sassy one. All right, you can hang out with
As
me.
I kind of as like Madame Swine kind of like brings up her fist like right up against your face, being like, "Don't make me." You can tell
And
that Madame Swine has a temper.
well, Lady Utara's thief assistant had to leave the cave to tend to the stuff outside. So she's in need of an assistant. So she looks at you kind of disdainfully and goes, "Oh, I suppose you'll do." And she'll just kind of make her way with Siegfried. Let's go now.
All right. Well,
Stay behind
I'm
me.
not,
I got the torch.
I'll be honest. When it comes to bare knuckle, tussle, I'm not really your guy, but I'm pretty talented with the strings, so.
And I'll point to a bow on his back. I could play with this one too.
all right. Well, you guys are fully acquainted now, and the door that you're standing in front of, Siegfried, is a cracked stone door. It is currently locked.
It's cracked, so that
Barthos,
implies that I could kick it in.
get Barthos up there. Barthos, pick these locks.
Rakthos, he can attempt to, but he's not that type of thief.
There's only one type of thief. Get to work.
I think Cheryl needs to use her down B ability and switch from her wizard princess to her thief chic.
No, it's too late. They're already outside the fort.
Yeah.
They're never to be seen again. So how are you guys opening this door? Do you want Rakthos to try to pick it, or are you how are you proceeding?
As Rakdos walks up to pick the lock, I kick the door
Go ahead and
as
make me
hard
a
as I
strength
can.
check with advantage. I'll call this DC 12.
1 second. I have a whopping +1. All right, the first one succeeds.
18. So you fully kick down the stone door. It shatters into little stone bits that go flying everywhere, and it just thunders boom, that sort of deal. I'll say immediately you can hear the sounds of like scratching and things like crawling around in response to that loud noise in this like dark hallway that your torch illuminates.
I smile with a toothy, tusk-filled grin, and I have my morning star at the ready.
Um, yeah, you can go ahead and start moving your tokens wherever, and I'll describe to you what goes down.
I take a few steps here. Do I notice the little the little very, very small hallway to my right.
Yeah, there's a very small hallway to your right that I kind of described it before. It's really only like a halfling would be able to like squeeze through that sort of deal. But you see there's these like dull glowing purple crystals in this like it looks like a storage sort of area.
And what are we're remind me again what we're looking for.
Well, your
Like we're
job
just
is
looking for
to
treasure.
well, yeah, they told you can keep whatever loot you find because the kobolds have been stealing shit, but they want you to kill every kobold that you see and find out what leader they're answering to and kill
Yes,
that as
go.
well.
Destroy the leader. Take out the head.
Uh,
I'll light a torch when the torch timer goes down because I think I should have the torch if you're out there fighting.
yeah, I have 10 minutes left on mine. I look
Um,
back to the
yeah.
small man with the big mushroom hat, and I say, "Can you fit in there?"
Um,
Yeah,
uh,
get in there.
hmm.
Get in the
Okay.
hole.
Are there any more spiders in there?
Only one way to find out.
Oh dear. I'll go in.
And yeah, he'll proceed and get on his hands and knees and start going through this.
You start crawling through as you are. You definitely have like crawl through like a cobweb that like gets on like half of your face. There's
Oh,
like
oh no, oh
there's
no, oh no, no, no,
roaches.
no, 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 no,
There's
no,
roaches that start crawling over your hands and everything and
no.
scatter.
He starts crying.
But yeah, you eventually get to the storage type of area, and you see there's like I said, all these dull purple crystals. For time's sake, I'll just say that they all take up one slot. Go ahead and roll me a let's say a D4.
A D4. Okie
They kind
dokie.
of hum with a little bit of magical energy. And you would guess that's like one of the ingredients they're put in that cauldron in there.
I apologize. I double hit it. It was a 2.
Two? Okay. Yeah. So you find two batches of these crystals. Each one takes up one gear slot, but they are both worth 8 silver pieces.
Ooh, nice.
They have like some alchemical properties and stuff.
Okay. Let's see.
Um,
Take those. I'll stuff them into my satchel.
Can I ask if we had a chance to rest while the transition happened while the new people came in? Or
um,
are we still out of our spells and all of that?
yeah, you haven't rested yet. That's up to you guys whenever you guys want to just hunker down and everything. But I will say, as you're thinking about that, I am going to need an initiative roll as Siegfried. You kind of notice a small crawling shape in the darkness, and emerging from the darkness, you see a kobold, 4 foot tall, draconic looking humanoid type creature with like a coyote type face and everything. He's wielding a spear and he hisses at you. And I'll go ahead and switch to the battle music real quick.
I found some crystals back here. Anybody want them?
Here's your company! As I shout out as you're in there.
Oh no.
Once again, let me know if anything's ever too loud, because for some reason nothing is like super quiet today on my end.
Seems foreign to me.
Alrighty. Is that your initiative roll for the D6?
Yeah, I'll go free.
Alright, let me add you in.
Should have played a goblin so I could just RP a goblin this whole time.
I think we'll stick with
chaotic little
Sparrows.
mess.
You're just cackling the entire time. But no, yes, let me roll a D6 real quick.
Up against Cheryl's, right?
And she had a halfling, I think.
I got a 4.
Yo!
That's no fair.
You see he yells something in Draconic. Actually, no, Lady Utara understands Draconic. So it's he seems like a sentry and he yells out, "They're here." And He starts crawling away into the darkness. That'll be his turn.
Everything okay? Sorry. That wasn't the best one.
No, you're all good. What are you doing on your turn?
Is it our turn?
Yeah.
Are there rocks near me? Like rubble? I kicked the door in, so
Yeah,
I'm
I should actually
imagining
describe
it crumbled.
I was a little bit distracted, so I didn't describe the hallway in detail. It's a cracked stone hallway with some small stone pillars in the middle, but you notice at the top, like it's like 15 feet up, so that would be like a full turn of essentially crawling up to it. But you notice there are like there's a whole bunch of tunnels in the wall, but there's two particularly large ones right here and right here. They're like 15 foot up, and it looks like it's like a large crawl space that leads somewhere. There's like a dull, glowing light from the inside. And you hear a lot of movement inside of there.
I would like to pick up like a chunk of stone or something and just like skid it across the floor like a hockey puck to see if I trigger any sort of like pressure plates or traps, basically.
Good idea. As you throw the rock down in the middle of the area, you see it hits a well-hidden like pressure plate sort of deal, and two on either side of the wall, just darts fly out on either side. They're dripping with like this clear substance that might be poison of some sort.
That's what I thought. Cheeky little bastards.
And I kind of just take a couple steps forward, I guess, and I'll just stand here, and that'll be my turn.
Madame Swine will, light a torch and come right up behind big hunk right here. Be like, let's get these little lizards. I love crushing them, and I think you crush things good too, don't you?
He starts sweating.
Perfect.
The bead of sweat rolls down his forehead.
Oh my.
Silence!
As she's flirting, Dermot will be crawling back through the tunnel.
Oh no 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 no!
And he'll like dive out, land against the other wall.
A lot of bugs in there. Did you see one? Are they here?
Can I... Can Madame Swine... Come on over here! Like, just picks him up, just like manhandles him. Like a suitcase. Is that
Yes,
permissible?
absolutely.
Okay.
Then you throw him, and he goes barreling down. Is the ceiling really low in here?
No, it goes up about like, I'd say like 17, 20 feet.
So he was just crawling because like he's just kind of.
It's a narrow
Like
like
his-
passage that leads to that storage area.
Oh, okay.
But once again, it seems like
Okay.
they've like basically terraformed this just like former museum type area into like what fits for them.
Right.
You're
Okay.
coming with me, Dermot!
Yeah, okay. I trust you.
Yes, trust me.
Why do I feel like I'm gonna be like that rock and get thrown across this hallway?
Oh, that will never happen.
What is everybody else doing on their turn? Unless you were doing anything specific with Dermot.
I was gonna shoot a crossbow at something that appeared, but I don't think we see anything, right?
Yeah, he's retreated into the darkness further. You do hear that this sentry is like, the beast betrayed us. And then like you hear chants in the distance, betrayed us, beast, killed him.
I'll move up then.
Lady Utara just stays there, waiting to see what unfolds.
Not to alarm you, but Mr. Ratman, I think they intend you harm.
He looks terrified.
Are we moving forward?
Yeah, it's up to you. It's y'all's turn. I'm just waiting
Everybody
to
else
see what
hasn't.
happens.
I'm waiting for.
Everybody's
my
crowded
turn
up in the
already.
hallway.
That's my turn. I stopped there because I'm waiting to see like if anything comes out on their
Yeah,
turn.
we basically regrouped for our turn.
Okay. Well, in that case, I was gonna have a surprise moment where they all come out as like ready to actions, but you see crawling out on either side of these like there's a whole bunch of like tunnels that are at the top of this area. It's just the biggest one looks like it leads to some sort of like mini cave area. But you see crawling out on either side are let me see here. Three kobolds pop out. Yeah, three of them pop out and land on either side of you, Siegfried, and one crawls out from that like cave sort of area, and you hear like a lot of movement inside of that area where you just crawled out of. It seems like that was like it maybe leads to some sort of nest type area.
My orcish instincts had a feeling that they would come out of the corners.
Toss the bard. Let's go.
Fire the hole!
Is that their whole turn? They just move out.
Well, yeah,
that?
it was a ready to action, so I don't. They can't like come out. They can't move and then attack the same ready to
That's
action.
the bard, but
I
I'm the
see.
bard.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it. Then we will roll initiative again.
You guys can do it, or I can. That's up to you.
It's Kermit's fate. So let Kermit go.
Four!
It's actually
Oh my goodness!
There we go!
My torch went out. I think.
It's time to make yourself useful, little green man.
And with Dermot, I'm gonna kind of like choke up on his like skinny little legs and club the kobold with Kramit.
All right.
What do I roll?
Oh wait, you're gonna hit the kobold with Dermot.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah, that's classic.
this is exactly
go
what's
ahead.
going on.
Skinny little man.
Just roll me strength, not a check or anything like that. Just roll me an attack roll using strength, and I'll say it does like it is a full person, so I'll say it does like a D12 or something like that.
Oh fuck yeah!
It's a full person made of cloth, though.
However, Dermot will be taking some damage. He'll take like a quarter
Keep
of the
in mind, I
damage.
only have 3 hit points.
You'll be fine.
You'll have to get out of my grasp because Madame Swine does not care.
You really
Oh,
hope that we have
that
a
would
healer in this group.
19 for sure hits. So yeah, you like bash this kobold over the head with your friend.
Friend?
Lover.
Question mark?
Oh dear.
That would be 8 points of
Oh, no.
Kramit damage.
Yeah, you crush this kobold's spine cracks underneath the weight of a halfling being swung into it like a club, so it dies.
You see, like, you know, just the pure rage in Madame Swine's eye as she's maniacally like,
Maniacally laughing.
yep, exactly, and that is her turn. She is wielding
the
a Kramit
absolute-
and a torch.
Absolutely dazed look on his face.
You take 1 damage, Dermot, from being swung around like
Oh no, that's a third of my health.
That means you got 2 more swings to go.
I'll swing at this guy next to me since I'm like kind of up further.
I'm gonna write that on my character sheet. 3 times a day can be swung as a club.
Yes.
+4.
First level.
A huge bonus here. 20 total to hit the kobold next to me.
30.
I'm just
Oh, very
swinging.
nice.
I'm just swinging for his head,
Oh man, I'm
basically.
swine. He's a very dirty boy.
Yep, 20 for sure hits. You don't even have to really roll damage when you are attacking a kobold. They have 1 hit point, so if you hit them, they die. You just described to
Okay.
me.
The kobold comes crawling out or whatever, and I just take my torch goes out, so I toss the torch at him to kind of distract him, and then I just 2-hand the Morning Star and slam it square on his head, so his head explodes like a watermelon.
Yeah, blood splatters everywhere.
And then I kind of scoff, and then I start growling and walking a little bit further down the hallway here.
Lady, why don't you save your spell? All your one spell left, and I will shoot this.
Why, thank you, Hobart.
This is +1, so 13.
13 hits.
I do 1d6 bolt of steel damage.
Oh wait, which one are you? Are you shooting the kobold right here?
Yeah. I
I
thread
guess
the
I hadn't
needle.
thought about it. So you are shooting through 3 people. Roll
Well-
it again, because that would be a disadvantage sort of thing.
Okay.
Since you're I don't want to be an asshole. But yeah, you're
Attaboy.
shooting through
No,
3
that's
people.
that's very PDM of you.
Even better.
Yeah, but you still hit. So,
30,
yeah,
20.
The crossbow bolt lands in its neck, and I'll say with a little bit of alarm, Siegfried, or I think Lady Utar is the one who can understand Draconic. It whispers something as it dies. It whispers now, and I'll have a kobold that was chilling in the walls use as ready to action. You see with like religious like fervor, that sort of deal, it's like cackling and chanting for their 5-headed queen of Tiamat. This kobold leaps out, and he has like a rope in his hands that you see attached to some sort of like hidden mechanism on the top of the ceiling, and he yanks it down and like basically like lays on the ground, kind of accepting his fate as stone slides off from the this like little panel on the ceiling, and you see falling out, kind of answering the question of why so much of that sludge was missing from the cauldron.
Oh, hell yeah.
You see a gelatinous cube made of this magical like sludge drops
Yeah.
directly on top of the kobold and dissolves it instantly into bones. And
Attaboy.
yeah, that will be it, it's there now.
He's not pulling punches, boys. That's sick. I've
What is
always
this
wanted to fight
foul
a gelatinous cube.
Bash it with a dermot.
I think some people I think Lady Utara still has their turn.
That's
Also,
the plan.
yeah.
Yes, she
You don't
doesn't
like
know if
this
this
plan?
will work. She only has one spell left, which is the sleep spell. Yeah, so, but the cube is probably more than a level 2. She's thinking this.
That
So she's
or
gonna just, yeah, she's
won't
just
sleep.
gonna run in and slam at it with her staff. That's all she has.
Yeah.
And I think for 3 damage if a 13 hits.
Give me 1 second.
If it wants to be hit, it's
So
sticky.
13 hits as you hit this giant, like to describe, it's like a 7-foot tall mass cube of this like bluish green substance that smells horrible. Yes, that's 3 damage to it as it you smack into it and some of the sludge falls off.
What a vile thing! And she says as she slaps at it and then runs back out and says, I can hold the portal if anyone needs to run into a separate room. And that's her turn.
If I were to ever die by something, it would be from this monster.
This is a gauntlet type of scenario, so you will have this is gonna get intense for sure.
Don't get too excited, brother Anton.
All right.
I have yet to die as a PC in any game I've ever played,
We'll see about
TTRPG wise. So,
Witness me.
It's going after Madam Swine or Siegfried first. I'm just going to roll a d2 to see. Anthony is going to be on a 1, and Madam Swine is going to be on a 2.
uh-oh.
I'd
Alright.
like to first
This
see you
gelatinous
try.
This gelatinous cube has a taste
Mr.
for
Swine!
half orc. So it's going to make it only has 1 attack, but we'll see how that turns out. A 7. This is continuing my tradition of low rolls.
A 7 does not hit me.
No, that was
Or is
towards
that
you,
against-
Madam. That was towards Madam
that's
Swine.
that's
Yeah,
against Miss Piggy.
you're able to dodge out of the way as it literally slams into the wall, and you hear a little bit of like a sizzling sound as it slams into the stone wall.
I use Dermot and the torch to keep it away.
The kobold will emerge from the darkness just to you see he runs up, and I'm gonna need you to make me a DC 12 Constitution check, Siegfried, as he is holding this like stone dust in his hands, and he blows it into your face.
That is not what I meant to do.
Yeah, you actually rolled
So
one E20.
20.
That's an
Minus
exponent of
2.
20.
Oh, a natural 20.
And that
Wow.
20, yeah, so you guys are just...
I got a 1,000. No, 1E20.
Yeah, you got a nat 20, so that succeeds as you're,
1E20, actually.
It doesn't cloud your
One
vision.
followed by 20 zeros.
Yeah.
All that happens is...
-2.
All that happens for the rest of the enemy's turn is that another kobold crawls out, but he's holding a massive eggs, and
Oh boy.
it's going to run off into the darkness, carrying the eggs with him.
Damn.
That'll be...
Are they Fabergé eggs?
They look like kobold eggs, but you never know. A 1 for initiative, so you guys just have to beat a 1 to go first.
Who's up next?
Go, Dermot.
Come on, Dermot.
Okay. I'll give it a go.
Just gonna underhand toss you into the cube, and then you're gonna die immediately.
Please take this offering.
Oh no, that hurts!
Hey, how about that?
Polar
There we
opposite,
go.
you rolled a 6.
Help!
Okay.
I'm burning alive! Help!
I'm burning alive.
Where's Spartan Nerdy when you need him?
Alright, it's you guys' turn. Who's going first?
Madam
Well.
Swine, keep up the great work. I think Siegfried was looking at you.
And I will attempt to inspire Madam Swine. Give him a luck token. Give her a luck token.
Yes.
Awesome.
This is the most toxic relationship. It's just,
Work.
A 6. Yeah, unfortunately, Dermot, you're not feeling that inspirational being on the cock chair for this one. So yeah, you don't succeed for that roll.
Yes, I am in control.
I'm sorry. I'm not thinking straight. Still a little dazed from being used as a battle club.
It's okay. You'll still do your job.
as I swing Dermot at the...
You are going to kill. I'm telling you this out of game. You are going to kill Dermot. There are more fights to come.
Man. Okay.
You're still good for something.
I throw him off to the side, and I just start karate chopping the cube.
Okay.
Should just let him kill him.
No!
It is Shadowdark after all.
I mean, yeah, it is. If you really do want to kill him, that's all up to you.
Yeah, but it's also out of.
He would have
character.
had
It's
death
just like-
saves.
Yeah, worked a long time on that hero fortune.
Yeah,
Like a little
exactly.
time with the character.
Exactly. That's just the rule.
Yeah, 7 for the attack roll.
My face
7 for the attack roll doesn't hit.
Yep, figured as much.
Yeah, your hand really sinks into this gelatinous cube, and it's not as acidic as your regular ooze, so it doesn't burn your hand off, but there's a strange tingling sensation on the nerves on your hand as it sinks in.
Ooh.
And I'll get in front of Dermot.
You stay behind me. I'll still need you.
And that is Madame Swine's turn.
I would like to, I look at the cube, I look at the kobold, I look at the cube. Part of me wants to be really flavorful and pick the kobold up and throw him into the cube.
Oh, please do.
Do it.
I'm gonna attempt to do that if you will allow me, Mr. GM, with like a contested
Make me
strength check or something.
Yeah, contested strength check for sure.
I technically have advantage on these because I am a fighter.
Yeah, you are a
Yo.
fighter.
Okay, the first one's not good. Okay, the second one's not good, but he just has to not roll higher than a 7.
He gets a 4, which is believable.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yes! he tries to run away from me, and
Yeah,
like
that checks.
I like try to grab him. He's like really fast, and I don't get a good grip, but I grab his tail and I just swing him around and throw him like discus throw him into the cube.
All right, yeah, and I won't even make a roll for to see what happens. They have 1 hit point, so as you throw it into this gelatinous cube, it shrieks out in pain, but it's inside of a gelatinous cube, so its scream doesn't make any noise as it starts to dissolve. Like Lily, you see its skin burns away, its scales burn away to its muscle underneath, and eventually just a red mist fills
Oh
up this
boy.
gelatinous cube.
Does a cobalt make
Gnarly.
a sound when it burns inside a gelatinous cube deep in a dungeon? Existential question.
I want to look into this tunnel. Is it like I don't have a torch anymore, so it is probably dark in there, huh?
Yeah, it is. You would have to. I think Madam Swine is the only one with a torch currently active, so you would have to.
All right, I'll back up here just to make sure nothing else comes running past me. I'll block it with my bulk, and then that's my turn.
I may not have been able to inspire you, but you inspired him. He used your moves.
That's all right.
Help!
Is that everybody's turn?
Oh, I think no. I will
I think
shoot.
Hobart and Lady Utara still have the turn.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do. I'm doing disadvantage. Is it disadvantage to shoot the gelatinous cube, or are they tall enough they can shoot over a halfling? You know.
We're
If you
both
move
short
up-
folk.
Yeah, if you move up a little. Yeah, no, you're right. Halfling is the only one standing in front of you. So, yeah, you can fire normal.
Yeah, I could just.
It's also 7 feet tall, so it's taller than everybody in the hallway currently.
Okay, it's no disadvantage. All right, then I roll to attack,
15 hits.
and one crossbow bolt hits for 2 damage.
Nice.
It sinks into it, makes like a bubbling sound as it the bolt does damage, but it is dissolved inside of it.
Lost 1 crossbow bolt.
Lady Utara tries the same thing she did before. She will sneak in on this side though, closer to where the cube still has the fighter, right? Her hand.
No, it's not. They're not grappled or anything like that. That is a good
Not
idea.
grappled
though.
anymore?
I should start doing
Okay.
that.
Okay. So yeah, she will come in on this side, try to squeak in on this side, and just slap at the cube again with her staff. That's all she seems to be able to do. And I think she misses this time, because maybe the pathway is really small, and she'll just run back out, and she'll be like, "Oh, I keep trying to hit at that thing."
Yeah. So the this triggers a thing. Your staff is currently stuck inside of it. I have like a homebrew thing I was going to do with like oozes for basically if you miss it by 5 or more, your whatever you use to do the melee attack gets sent like stuck inside of it. So yeah, your staff is it's not dissolved yet, but it's currently like bubbling and like hissing with steam as it's stuck inside of this gelatinous cube.
Oh no, that's all I have by way of weapons. Kill the damn thing.
All right, so that is going to be the gelatinous cube. The kobolds have currently fled down the hallway, carrying their eggs wherever you guys don't know. But yeah. So, oh boy. All right. So here's the dealio, right? I did previously establish that there's currently a ritual going on in one of the I don't know if you guys remember, there was the cauldron room, and then to the right was the ritual room where they were doing a ritual. There's been an intense amount of noise, so to Vrakthos' horror, he notifies you guys as, let me see real quick. I have to kind of organize them. Four kobolds crawl out, being the ritual interrupted by the sounds of battle in a distant room. And I will have the gelatinous cube go first before I do the kobolds and stuff. So It's going to attack Madame Swan again. They're just the closest person. The 21 hits.
No.
So you're gonna have to make me 2 rolls here, Madam Swan. First is a DC 12 strength check, and then you're gonna have to make me a DC 15 Constitution check.
Is this something I could use this ability on?
Reflect on the source. Normally, if it was like a weapon or they had a limb, then...
So this wouldn't be considered an attack?
Well, I'll put it like this. It's not going to do any damage to the gelatinous cube, because it does have like a pseudopod sort of thing that oozes do. So you could, I guess, in theory, redirect it towards the gelatinous cube, but it's not going to damage it because it can't dissolve itself.
Gotcha. Okay, then I will save it and just take it for now. So you need me to roll a 12 strength?
Yeah, strength check and a constitution check.
Oof, just shy. And then...
Oh no!
Sadly, not so much.
Ugh, okay. Alright, so... I'm gonna put you off to the side just on this part of the map just for... so it's not too cluttered. But you guys see the gelatinous cube gets its aim right this time, and it literally slams Madame Swan against the wall and forcefully, like, absorbs her into the gelatinous cube as, you know, it's the squelching sounds and everything. And, so yeah, you are trapped inside the cube. You're engulfed. Paralyzed. It's a strength check on your turn to escape, and, you are paralyzed for 2 rounds. So I'll keep that in mind. I actually have to... I'll write it down in a little bit. But yeah, let me see here. I have like a thing for... Well, that's not relevant. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit scatterbrained. I'm going to have the Kobolds make their attacks here. So 2 Kobolds are going to attack Vrakthos. And the other 2 are going to attack the large half-orc in the room.
Yeah, stay behind me, Lady Utara. I got this.
So the 2 that are making their attacks towards Vrakthos are going to make... Let's see here. Both of those miss Vrakthos as they, an 11 and a 6 miss the Rat Man. He's able to dodge out of the way. And I'm going to need one DC 12 Constitution check from you, Hobart, as one of them will do the same trick of grabbing up some stone dust and blowing it into your eyes.
You said con save? Okay.
Yep.
Not my specialty. I'll do it. Let's see, no bonus. Hey, 17.
17 succeeds. Oh yeah, Madam Swan, you took 2 damage from the, I'll subtract it from your token. Took 2 damage from the gelatinous cube. Yeah, so you succeed with that one, so the other Kobold is going to make a regular attack with the spear. 17 to hit for 4 damage as it, like, stabs you through the thigh.
Take it.
Alright, and they're gonna move back a little bit just to get some distance. And same thing with these other Kobolds. And that'll be the end.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
What'd you say?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Who's rolling initiative for this round?
Siegfried?
Ooh, mutual. Should all go at the same time.
No, that'll be chaos. We're gonna re-roll. I got a 3.
Yay, nice.
I
This is
got
one
a
of these initiative
4.
rolls.
Oh boy.
I think Dermot, he watches in horror as this pseudopod lashes out and gets a good strike on his friend, and he turns around to see that the kobolds are attacking, and he'll say,
Mr. Hobart, pull her away from there, please. I'll take care of these guys.
I'm really going into Shaggy there from.
I'll do my best.
It's hard to like keep it going. Yeah. I'm gonna switch places with him real fast and attempt to use an ability, my transfix ability, or fascinate, on these kobolds, and he's just gonna start strumming on his lute, doing the bardcore equivalent of "I'm Blue" from Eiffel 65. So.
I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-die.
And that's not going to do diddly squat. So yeah, I apologize.
Nobody knows that.
I'm a terrible bard.
Yeah, it's just the. For
Gotta
example,
play with
this
the
is,
audience wants.
yeah, this is a cramped sort of situation. Everything's super chaotic, so it's just really hard for you to find the right musical notes to strum your magical tune.
Oh no! Oh no! It's not working!
There's no rainbow connection in these halls. Who's going nuts?
I gotta know what this rainbow connection is.
Lady
you.
Utara would like to try a quick sleep spell on the kobolds. If it's
Yeah.
her turn yet.
Good
Yeah.
call.
Yeah. So she's gonna step forward, stand behind Bractos because she's still not as. Yeah, I think she made it.
Nice.
Whoa.
They all fall asleep. They all fall under the effects of the sleep spells. They all just drop their spears and, fall to the ground.
While you're doing that, let me ask. I assume if I reach in for Madame Swine, I will burn myself.
Oh, for sure, you'll be taking some damage.
Could I use my scabbard or my sword to give her some leverage to pull herself and can assist that way, or
Well,
should I
she's paralyzed right now, so she auto fails.
Oh, right.
She can't even break the grapple right now. For the
okay, well, I can't
two
reach
rounds.
in and get her, so I'm gonna
Yeah, I
have to,
think I'm paralyzed for 2 rounds.
I have to heal before I can help you. So I'm gonna cast a cure on myself before I die.
A selfish
Big
priest.
heal.
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
you do not have heals.
Oh
It's
yeah.
getting real hectic right
Anybody
now.
got a luck
real.
point?
Is this gonna be the real first time party wipe
I
TPK?
panicked and I called out to Lady Shun instead of Madeira.
You can't move, can you?
Yeah, Madame Swine cannot. I'm totally paralyzed inside the cube.
Can Hobart move?
Yeah, I can still have movement around, but I can't reach in to help because I'll burn myself to death.
Does just touching the ooze seem to cause paralysis?
No, I would say that if you sink your hand in fully to grab her and like that, it's basically like if you have your hand in there for longer than like 5 seconds, then that's when you would take damage. So it's basically like if you grab Madam Swan, I would roll for damage.
I see, but not paralysis. Or yes, paralysis.
Well, I mean you have to make a roll for sure.
Right. Okay. Well, if Hubbard's just gonna stand there, Siegfried's going to initiate flanking and give myself advantage. No.
This isn't 5e.
Yes.
What is this, Mathfinder?
Yeah, I'm going to.
It's a cube. It's all
I don't want to dissolve my. Does it seem like
All
it was
faces.
dissolving weapons, right? I actually don't know.
No,
what
that was
those
just like flavor effects.
ooze stat
These
block does.
gelatinous cubes specifically don't automatically dissolve weapons.
Okay, well in that case, what creative thing can I do to a cube of jelly to give myself an advantage?
you
I
have
don't
any
think
water?
there's much of anything. I mean, I have a spiked morning star, so hopefully it's gonna start cleaving out huge chunks of jelly, and I'm just gonna start attacking it. I'm gonna make a big attack roll. I'm gonna try to focus. This is up to you if it's just flavor, but I'm gonna try to focus in one area, and I'm just gonna keep cleaving chunks out of it until I eventually cleave into the middle, where Madam Swine is, and that could just be flavor, or that could actually give an advantage. So I'm just gonna.
I'll say if you it adds +5
Okay,
to
I don't
its
think I
AC.
hit it.
Okay, I was about to say. I was gonna let you, if you had hit by adding like +5. This is for everybody else. If you want to get Madam Swine out with a strike, uh, it'll add +5 to its AC. But if you hit, then that would automatically she just falls out.
I wouldn't even go that far. I was just saying more like as I'm dealing damage, I'm imagining I'm cleaving huge chunks of it out. Like I'm taking a spoon into a Jello cake, and I'm just like scooping out chunks of it, essentially.
Yeah, that's the thing with gelatinous cubes. They're a lot more solid than regular oozes. So normal cases, I would say it takes successive strikes. But literally, if you do a targeted strike, it's the type of creature you could theoretically get somebody out with one well-placed strike.
So you hear Lady Utara ask the group, right? What if we feed it with all the kobolds? Because the cube's only so big. Will that push Madam Swine out? If we overfeed it, so that maybe puts her closer to the edge, and we can easily pull her out. So she's not right in the middle of the cube. You know.
It's not
so
a bad
we
idea.
Lead it to the kobolds and do that. Yeah.
Are you calling me big?
You're like,
you're
trying to talk.
That's not a bad idea. I think it's all of you guys, right? I mean, Braktos still has his. Braktos is just going to use his
action. I don't have to commit to the whole session.
Braktos is just going to use his action to stab one of the kobolds to death while it's asleep.
Whoa.
Braktos.
He's like savagely stabbing it. He's like, he has like tears in his eyes. It seems like he's welling up a lot of like bad memories. He's just like, like 15 stabs into its neck. It's just a bloody mess.
That's such a terrible action, Braktos. You'll definitely be welcome in my home.
I think he's in a blood frenzy, so he doesn't hear you.
Yeah. She likes those who can be who'll take bad actions on her behalf, but she won't do it.
Yeah. All right. So this is going to be a pitiful, or not pitiful. This is going to be a pivotal roll here to see if on a 1 this cube is going to attack Hobart. On a 2, it's going to attack Siegfried.
On a D20?
On a D2. It's not a real dice, but this is the benefit.
They do make D2s. I think.
Okay.
Just a 2-sided, weird-looking.
I think it's called a coin.
Yeah, it's going to attack the biggest person.
A coin. That they do make dice that are D2s as well. I've seen them.
So he's going to attack you, Siegfried. That's a.
Oh boy.
14 to hit.
That hits.
And you automatically take 4 damage, Madam Swine. Just inside of it, the touch attack auto hits you while you're stuck inside.
Okay.
As you see it, you feel your skin start to dissolve away and everything.
Do I have to make it save here?
Yeah, you're going to have to make me 2 checks, a strength and a constitution.
Okay, the strength, I think I have advantage on. Because this is overcoming an opposing force. So that's the first one. That's the second. I don't think I succeed.
This is getting.
And then the second one is even worse because I have a -2 on con checks. So. Oh, I roll a 15.
That's a good thing you succeeded that one. So yeah, you are engulfed inside of this gelatinous cube. So I'll put you over here. You take
Grab
4
the
damage.
pig and run.
You take
I
4
should gargle
damage.
water so it immerses all of you that I'm drowning in cube.
Yeah, blue, blue-green magical sludge starts flooding into your nostrils and everything.
That's what I sound like as I get pulled in.
But that is the ooze's turn. Now we're at the top of this is like round 3, if I'm not mistaken. Round 4, actually.
Some of the cube people should roll.
Yeah. Decide your fate.
I can roll again if you guys want me to.
Sure.
Yeah, and I'm paralyzed, so I can't.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
This is the last round of you being paralyzed, thankfully, but
Well, we're gonna test Cheryl's idea that can you fit 3
Wait,
human blades in a.
How much damage did I take? I took 4 damage.
yeah, I already subtracted.
Oh,
it,
you did.
so-
For me, okay. Hell yeah.
All right, the only person that's out there right next to it on its turn is Hobart, so it's going to make an attack towards you, and unfortunately, it auto hits both of our grappled targets. So this is actually
Oh,
you don't want to
yeah.
high roll for damage on this
I
one.
want you to high roll for damage on this one.
Let's see. Oh man,
Oh my god.
I stop kicking and I just go limp
4
inside.
damage. That's enough to drop you to 0, Siegfried, and Madam
I
Swine. You
need to
literally
roll
have
a
1 hit
d4.
point.
I need to
Yep.
roll a d4 -2. Oh, why do I roll so good when I want to die? Okay, I have 2 rounds until I'm
You
dead.
want to
but
live.
technically,
You don't want to die.
it keeps hitting me, so I would be losing. I would be losing death timer.
You don't want to traumatize the kids on YouTube with your death.
Yeah, I have a thing with let me see here. You would have to make that con check though, because you're in for that toxin and stuff.
Right now.
Because you're inside. Yeah, you're inside of it. Maybe a little con check real quick.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the question. Are you immune to toxins after making 1 save, or does it just keep doing
I
the
would
same?
say it just keeps doing it.
Yeah, it
Oh
just
my God.
keeps doing
inside
it.
of it.
15
Yeah, I
yeah,
got
so
another 15.
you're still thrashing around inside of it.
Oh no, I'm unconscious, so I'm actually limply floating inside of it.
Yeah, I'll post it in the Roll20 and stuff. It's still, the dying condition as the way I have it revised is still pretty bad, but it still allows you to have some control over
I
your
see.
fate.
You're being nice. You're being too nice.
I mean, that's only, you're still...
I choose
yeah.
to not follow those rules and die instead.
Well, there's the same as Shadowdark rules, just that you rise with 1 hit point is the only difference.
yeah.
Max HP, you die. So yeah, if you take damage equal to or more than your max HP, you die. So I think you're at, what, -1?
I'm at -1.
Yeah, so you can still move technically, but you have to make a con or a strength check to be able to move or stand up, and that increases by 5 the DC each time you do it. And that's pretty much the gist of it.
Well, we didn't see how long was Miss Piggy, or sorry, copyright, Miss Madam Swine. How long was she paralyzed for?
This is the last turn of her being paralyzed.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
last
you
turn
rolled
for me.
that. I'm
Then
sorry.
he's gonna have to make it again.
It's
He's
you
gonna
guys'
fail.
turn now.
And he's just gonna
Did you
slam
just
his,
call me a pig?
He's gonna slam his fist on his keyboard and make all of us really uncomfortable because he's actually raging. He's stun locked and he can't do anything.
With the gelatinous cube, how quickly are things like getting eaten up by the acidity of it?
Well, you're seeing Siegfried and Madam Swine's skin rapidly dissolving, so it seems like it's slower than most other oozes, but it's still an ooze, so it's
Would rope like instantly burn up? Do I think or
no, it would still be around. It would start fraying for sure, but
okay, all right. I'm gonna pull out my grappling hook, and just kind of do a what do they call that in the Olympics, the spear throw or whatever. Kind of prance up and toss it over the cube, so that it like comes down on the other side, and then I toss the rope over to Hobart and say,
Can you pull them through?
Okay, it's worth a try.
yeah. So there's no being how big the cube is. I won't say there's a roll for specifically getting it the grapple hook around it. You would have to probably like move up right next to it in terms of like movement and stuff. However, it's going to be a strength check that varies in difficulty depending upon if you're getting one person or you're trying to do both.
well, actually, what I'm trying to do is throw it over it, not into it, so that it falls down, and then when he pulls, it's going to catch them as it goes through with the hooks. At least that was the plan.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah,
You're like trolling for characters. in a
Yeah, I'm
cube.
trolling for characters.
it still would be a strength check to pull them out, but it's not. It's no roll to get the rope in the position of what you're talking about. Is what I'm saying. So
Okay.
It's a very slow enemy.
Cool.
I think Lady Utara, you still have your turn.
Yep. Gosh, I'm gonna run forward to this kobold over here and pick up its spear And then I'll run up to the ooze and stab it with the spear, but leave the spear in there so that Miss Piggy might be able to grab onto it, and maybe we can pull it out. So while I try to hurt the ooze, I'm also leaving the spear in there for her to use to grapple with. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
So I will use my staff. I think hit on it. 11. Does it hit?
11 hits, yeah. That is just hits its AC.
With 4 damage, and then I leave the staff in there, so hopefully Miss Piggy can grab onto it, and then the next person can pull it out.
Yeah, so you
Pull them
grab
out.
the spear out. I'll just say you can kind of, it was like halfway stuck inside the gelatinous cube, so you just like, ram the other side of it into the cube and stuff. So.
Is Hobart a fighter?
No, unfortunately, I'm a priest. So,
Oh, okay.
can you do an assist on?
That's what I was thinking. Since I didn't do any rolls or anything, I was wondering if, like, as part of the action, I could give him advantage.
Yeah, you can give him
Helping
advantage.
Cool.
You have two
Okay,
people helping
yeah.
you.
So between the two of us, we're pulling.
I imagine you have a much stronger strength score.
Well, I don't know.
I have
Where's
a
the
5.
advantage?
So
Where's the advantage button? I'm not seeing it. Oh, I rolled it twice. Oh well, I rolled it once. Okay, I don't have any pluses, so just 14 is my high.
I'll have it roll. I was gonna do like a set DC, but I think it makes more sense just to have it do a strength check.
This is being cleaved in half by rope. Nice.
yes.
An 11. So who are you pulling out?
I think Miss Piggy is the optimal half orc in this case.
Yeah, pull out the live person, I would say.
We can randomly roll too if you don't.
No. Just
No, that's
just pull
fine.
her.
Yeah,
Pull
Madam
Miss
Swan,
Piggy
you
out.
fall out. You're covered in the sludge. I'll say all your hair is missing, and like
Oh,
there's, like,
no.
you look like a burn victim. Like a large amount of your skin is missing.
She now just looks like a pig.
It's a new fashion trend. I give her a
She comes
gentle
out on
like.
all four.
I
She
bend
just
over her
looks like a
and give her a gentle little pat on her cheeks. Rise and shine, pretty.
And that is, I think that's everybody, right?
Move back.
Brathos is just going to stab another kobold in the neck to death. That's all he's doing on his turn. So now is the dreaded. Wait, was that was the round, right?
Rakthos is the true hero of this story.
That's another D6 for initiative because I'm pretty sure the ooze already went before you guys.
We'll run it this time, if that's all right.
Do it.
Oh.
Yay!
He
Oh
hates
dear.
us.
Yeah, this isn't even the boss fight yet. The gelatinous cube is going to attack you, Hobart.
Bring it. Madeira, save me.
He reaches out a slimy tendril towards you, and oh my
Oh,
god!
screw you,
Oh
Madeira.
my gosh.
That you said Max Con is dead. That is Max. That is my con.
In one fell swoop, two players are completely
yeah.
dead. As Siegfried, it reaches out a pseudopod towards Hobart, and you guys see inside of it. This gelatinous cube is now red. It started off as blue-green, but now it's fully red. As you see, Siegfried literally dissolves into a skeleton. It's just this red mist.
Oh no!
And it sinks a pseudopod and smacks Hobart in the head. And this just thunderous slam as you see Hobart's body falls with a not decapitated, but his head has been dissolved
Oh.
Oh yeah.
as he falls to the ground. Honestly, I want to say that
Welcome
the flesh
to
is still
Shadowdark.
the flesh is kind of melted into this reddish pink sludge. So that's like where his head used to be.
God, that's horrible.
Let me see if I make my
Awesome
con
at the
save.
same time.
It does more than your max health. That's the only reason why this is an instant kill.
And I'm paralyzed.
Yeah, that's the worst part of the situation for sure. Anthony, I know you said you have stuff going on, so it's fine if you don't want to continue, but you do still have like technically a backup character, and same thing for you,
I
Gabe.
do. I was working on stuff though.
Yeah, it's fine.
I think it's fitting that my character dies, and it's
I,
battle royale rules.
I
All
have a
right.
fighter. I bring my fighter in.
Yeah, Bobert, you get that. Bobert gets that sibling sense that something terrible has happened to his kin, and I think you
Half of me
arrive.
feels cold. I must find my lesser half.
You arrive just at the moment as you watch your brother's body fall to the ground, and his head has been reduced to pink sludge.
He put his faith in the wrong gods. The only
Yeah.
god he
You were so
worships.
skinny.
He worshipped Mork instead of Gork.
Now it is you guys' turn. How are you? What are you doing?
I'm stomping on kobolds. Stomp, stomp.
It's time to go.
And I pick up Dermot and I start making a run for it. Wherever the exit is.
The nearest exit is right here, the stairs.
We don't know. We haven't been that way though, but we'll head that way.
Yeah, the
Well, I
door's
guess
not
that's
locked.
Well, I guess that's the way we came, right?
No, you came
No.
in through the tunnel.
We
Yeah,
can't.
that's
Yeah.
the thing. Are you leaving the dungeon as a whole, or are you trying to just leave this area with the slime?
Yeah, leave the dungeon. Like I think we lost. I think this is a route.
What are you talking about? We got a fighter and we got a wizard and we have a Rakothos. Vrakthos.
Great,
could-
we have a little rat man.
You could
Yeah.
you could always attempt this dungeon in the future if you want. But yeah, I will ask the question just out of game. Are you guys making a full retreat? Like, fuck this mission. This is getting too intense. Or are you just retreating deeper into the dungeon?
Deeper in.
What?
Deeper
no,
in.
no, no, no. At least Piggy is looking to get healed or something because I'm chilling
Yeah.
at 1 hit points. Dermot's at like what 1 or 2.
Yeah,
we
2.
don't have a healer. We have a spellcaster with like no spells.
We have. We'll find potions in.
Yeah, but you
deep-
could always take a rest inside of the
promise.
dungeon. I was just asking, are you just for whether I need to continue the session or not? Are you leaving the dungeon as a whole, or are you just saying we're gonna go like deeper into like?
Well, is leaving the dungeon ending the session? Couldn't we just like sleep outside of the dungeon?
Yeah,
Oh,
can
I
we
see what
go
you're
camp
saying.
outside.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
trying
okay.
to get to safety. I'm not trying to being like, yeah,
Okay,
we're
I
gonna.
mean that's always fun.
You
Okay.
can, but then the paraplegic troll will kill you.
He's still coming. Still crawling after us.
He's still crawling.
Legend says he's still crawling to this very day.
All right,
Yes,
so
indeed.
Okay, let's sneak out. See if you die on the way out though, because we had to roll a bunch of times.
Yeah, make escape checks.
well. No, I won't make you make an escape check for this one. I think both sides, the kobolds have retreated, and the players or crawlers have retreated to the safety of the entrance of the dungeon. Let me see.
The Bobart's great protest. He's like, "No, let's go farther in. Came here
You
for a
can if
mission.
you want, handsome.
I'm gonna solve this problem for the
Do
folk."
it. Get in there. Get some.
So, you guys are met by the biting cold of the unseasonal winter. You see Shuri out there waiting.
What
Yeah.
happened? What happened? Where's Hobart? Oh my God. Lady
We
Utara, are
lost.
you okay?
We lost them all.
Yeah, it seems they weren't as strong as we thought.
It was terrible.
I've never seen something so brutal in all my life.
We need some rest. I need to get my spells back and we need some healing.
The creature was terrifying.
I didn't see anything. I just saw them all running out. I tried to convince him to stay for my brother.
He was long gone. Hobart, I'm sorry. We did all we could.
The one person that is happy with how everything went down, you see Vrakthos picked up all of their spears, so he has plenty of pointy things, and he got a cathartic thing of being able to stab some of his former abusive masters to death. So he actually looks pretty satisfied as he's like sitting off to the side, just examining the spears.
Like they say, every rat has their day.
These are backups, level 4 lycanthrope.
Right? Back up.
Alrighty, well, a rest goes by. There's no active threats in the area. You do hear the sounds of pained roaring in the distance that those of you familiar with the troll will recognize its roar, but it seems distant, far away. There's no need to go through like a whole thing for it. You guys make your way back to the dungeon, same sort of thing before. You're greeted by the architecture that's a blend of all architectures that are consist of all the races and cultures in the world and stuff. But you crawl your way through the jagged tunnels back to the spot, and the gelatinous cube is nowhere to be seen. Along with the corpses of those kobolds, there's only the skeletons that are remaining. It seems like it dissolved all the flesh off of those corpses and has gone elsewhere.
I imagine the floor is like super clean from the acidic
Oh yeah, it's
washing
spotless.
over it.
Do we see any of the equipment remains of our fallen comrades?
Yeah, there's
I
said there's like
bullets.
1 or 2 spears in the ground, but to you guys, like a spear to a kobold is a really short javelin to a regular sized person.
I'm gonna take the grappling hooks and ropes and stuff from Siegfried.
I'm going to grab one of the spears to use as a staff. I think that's all I can do.
Does Bobbert have chainmail?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I don't use a shield because I have two-handed weapons.
Is it
But there
alright
is
if
a
I take the chainmail?
Oh yeah, and there's a shield as well. There's actually 2 sets of chainmail and a shield.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll take those. I'll take the chainmail and shield.
Yeah, did Hobart have anything good?
Yeah, he had the chainmail and shield, and not much else. I mean,
Yeah.
2 torches, I guess. It's used.
I'll take the torches.
I mean, a
Miss
longsword?
Piggy is pretty ripped, so she can carry a lot of stuff. And being a monk, I really don't have need of gear.
Can I give you my 2 crystals?
Yeah.
Clusters?
Yep, I got plenty. I've got 4 more spaces. Carrying. So it's crystals each slot though. Okay, so I have 2 more spaces.
And Miss Piggy will light a torch.
And I have an extra torch then if anybody needs it.
I'll take the extra torch if you can't carry it or don't want it.
And there's an extra ration if I can carry it if you guys.
I was actually just about to bring up for rations. So we're not doing weather sort of thing since you're inside of an area, but I do still do like the usage die thing for rations. So if you have 3 rations, that like each 3 rations is 1 die size. So just roll your D4 or however many rations you have for your rest, since you need to consume it and
Okay.
stuff. 1 on 1, that's the only time it depletes to nothing.
Yep. Okay, I rolled 2. Okay, and then we have 2 more rations on Bobart.
So does that mean I lose one of my ration slots?
Yeah, it goes. So if you have a D4 of rations and you roll a 1, it's affected by weather usually, but we're not going to do that whole thing for a dungeon crawl. On a 1, it drops it down to die size. If it's a D4, that goes down to 0.
Oh, okay. I have 2 rations, like 2 slots of rations. So what would
Oh
that
yeah, that would
be?
be a D6.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So it just goes down to a
Understood.
D4 then.
I
Well,
just
you
re-roll.
should probably roll the d6.
Yeah.
I'll roll a
rolled
D6 actually,
2d4
no.
and didn't.
Just
Oh,
for
there we
fairness
go.
sake.
D4.
Yeah, it was meant to be. So it goes down
Now
to a
it's
D4.
D4.
You're just chowing down on like. Also, rations aren't just food; it's like water, medicines, that sort of thing. So you're rubbing whatever herbal ointments that
Who
you
you
have.
calling chowing down?
But yeah, you guys make your way. You get to the staircase, and it looks like this was once a blacksmith forge type area where they there's like long rusted like foundations and everything. So it seems like this area was once used to like make steel supports, railing, all that sort of stuff, just general maintenance, structural sort of things. I will let you roll on the treasure table just to see if you find anything useful. But you do see a dwarvish folk song for any of you that are familiar with dwarves. It's called "The Weight of Steel." It says, "Steel remembers every blow, every oath and creed we carve below. Stone may crack and kings may lie, but steel outlasts both you and I." And that's like written.
That's great.
Yeah, carved into the stone all along the spiral staircase.
Cool.
If only we had the chronicler.
Miss Piggy's, or rather, Madame Swine is a dwarf, if that helps at all. To like understand possibly what significance it is.
So you recognize that you can definitely tell, how you can tell when somebody's a local and when their dialect and everything. It definitely wasn't written by a dwarf, but it was written by somebody that has a very deep understanding of their culture and the way that it's written with their handwriting and all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, go ahead and each of you roll me on that. For those of you that are searching around, you can roll on a treasure table to see if you find anything useful.
Yes, please.
Is that D100?
Sure.
Yeah.
Smooth stones, please.
Yes, and like a bag of smooth pebble.
Pebble.
Bag of smooth pebbles. I'll say automatically you do find a bag of smooth pebbles since we haven't had one in a while.
Nice.
We need that.
How smooth is smooth?
For the audience listening, to explain, when we first started playing Shadowdark as a group, we kept rolling for the random treasure table a bag of smooth pebbles, so it became a thing for us.
It became our currency.
Yeah, for sure.
Gotta catch them all.
I'll go down the line. Cabe, you got a 41, so that is... You find a golden bowl that's still covered in some slight rust, but it appears the kobolds missed it in this area, so they didn't take it. So it's worth 15 gold pieces.
Ooh.
And there's ancient dwarven architecture and everything. It's one of those architecture type pieces. 67 for Caleb. 67.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God.
So
the
with
brain
the
rot.
You're better than that.
You see
No,
the football players on the sideline?
No,
They're all doing 6-7 now when their ref is making a call.
So with the 6-7, you get a half-finished suit of chainmail that's worth 30 gold pieces. I'll say the shoulder pieces rusted off, and maybe some parts of like the lower part where it's like a cloak sort of thing has fallen off, but it's mostly still intact. And for Madam Swine, an 87 is actually very good. You find 2 lustrous pearls hidden deep within a storage area where they had hammers and chisels for stuff. But 2 lustrous pearls worth 40 gold pieces each.
Ooh la la! Is there maybe a piece of leather strap or something like that I could bead the pearls through and start a pearl necklace?
Yeah, there's definitely, this looks like it was an area, like I said, a lot of general maintenance and utility, so you definitely found leather straps.
So I'm just gonna put in pearl necklace worth 80 gold pieces.
Nice. For a 54, you get, Cheryl, you get you find, this actually fits really well. You find 2 finely forged dwarven shields worth 20 gold pieces each.
Oh, very nice.
I'll actually say these ones have that dwarven folk song written on there. The weight of steel.
Oh, very nice. I offer it to any of my colleagues since I can't carry any weapons. I mean shields.
I can hold on to it for you.
Thank you very much. So nice to
So-
have help around here.
So 2 shields worth, dwarven shields worth 20 gold each.
Yeah. You guys are getting some heavy loot for that.
Okay.
I think
And we're doing milestone leveling, right? We're not doing XP.
yeah, depending upon if you make it all the way through, I'll definitely give you some levels for this.
Sounds good. I was just double checking.
Well, I guess we go in deeper and we keep our eyes out for the ooze. But if we see the ooze, we kill it.
Is Madam Swine at all like disturbed by like their near-death experience of being dissolved, and then now you really look like a ghoul from the Fallout games. Like you have burned skin all over, you have no hair or eyebrows.
Mostly anger.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely normally she's looking at a mirror and being extremely vain and brushing her hair, but she's made a note not to even look at the mirror, and she's more of just like extremely angry.
Yeah, as Shiri was handing you those 2 dwarven shields, they have like, brass sections in the middle, so you accidentally catch your reflection as you're, picking up the shields and everything.
Just makes her more mad.
Yeah. All right then. Well, I know 2 people have gone for like a quick bathroom break, so I'll also do that as well.
Okay, sounds good. We'll pause it.
Just making sure this is all good to go. All right, so take a sip of water real quick before I get ahead of myself. All right, so you make your way down this stairwell that has various murals and writings as an ode to various folk songs and figures throughout Dwarven history. Eventually, you get to hold on one second. You get to a section of crumbled hallways. A lot of the artwork and songs that were written on various tablets have been broken down. You can see a couple of them had these like basically the carved letters in the tablet that used to have the folk songs used to be filled with gold, but they've since been picked out most likely by these greedy kobolds and just basically desecrated and stuff. So all of the beautiful monuments to history basically being slowly corrupted throughout time. It is basically a couple hours of more travel, so you do end up having to take a rest, as this is it appears to be a very large place, but it's the same sort of deal. You see like various songs. I'll say you see like one goblin type song that's called Take What Shines. It's take what shines and run away. Today's blood is tomorrow's pay. The dead don't spin, the brave don't eat. Gold is truth and fear is sweet. Just various songs and stuff that you see.
Not one for happy tunes here.
My type of people.
It very much
So
is.
where do we go?
1 second. I have to move around a couple tokens, so give me like 30 seconds.
Yeah, you good, you good.
Mr. Bobber?
Who's currently holding a torch right now?
Miss Piggy is. I was about to start up the torch timer again when we're like ready to proceed.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mr. Bobber, I'm sorry about your brother yesterday.
He died gloriously, as he always wanted to, in a vat of slime dissolve.
Anything. I'll try to come up with a song for him. You
Yes, lots of grunts and E sharps.
Specifically E sharps. Well, I would say I'm sorry for your loss, but I didn't know him at all.
He was
man
my
of swine. Have a heart.
He seemed really skinny.
yes.
I don't think he was long for this world anyway.
He was put his faith in the wrong gods. But
Amen to that.
I want you to
Dermot
invent,
looks down at his very skinny, frail frame. He's like,
No.
I want you to invent scream core or emo for my fallen brother.
Okay, I'll get right on that.
Yeah, you better hurry it up.
You strum your tune as you guys are just making your way. Like I said, it does get kind of boring after a while because a lot of the interesting things, a lot of the songs that were written, they either get really dark and like really like brooding as you get further deeper into this ruined spire, or they're just completely missing, having been desecrated by the kobolds. But eventually, you get to a I don't want to say a clearing, but it's a bridge that it appears to connect kind of like something interesting for you guys. You see the architecture of this spire. Like I said, it's a combination of all of them. The bridge goes to essentially on the other side. You see the ruins of another spire. And long story short, it seems like this spire that you guys should travel to on the top side was built on top of another one. And the one on the other side of the bridge appears to be way older. The same sort of intention of like having a combination of architectural styles, but it seems like the one you guys were just traveling to, the newer one, was like almost an homage to the efforts of the previous ruined spire that you guys are about to cross across the bridge. But as you guys are walking up to the bridge, you hear this. So forgive me if it sounds like cringe or something like that, because I'm not an opera singer. But you're suddenly, actually, I'll probably say you heard it slightly during your rest, but it gets more clear as you walk up to this bridge. It's this beautiful kind of like haunting, very sorrowful sounding opera singing. Do any of you speak Sylvan?
nope.
No.
I'm an elf, so I believe I do.
Yeah, your Lady Utara definitely would.
Mhm.
You hear kind of like an opera song in very ancient Sylvan. It doesn't sound like there's a difference between the dialects of like what a satyr would speak, or like a pixie, lower rank fae, versus arch fae, or like people connected to the Seelie and Unseelie courts. This is like royal Sylvan that you hear, but it's an opera song basically saying, "A cold, dark shadow washed over the skin of Gaia. Its wicked clawed hands shrouded fate. And so were the laws etched by Madeira, cut off her nose to spite her face." And it leads into a like the bridge kind of veers off into this. It looks like it leads to a vault. There's like golden sort of bars etched into the pillars in front of it and stuff. But the entrance is like basically has a large crack in it and stuff. This large stone door.
What a beautiful voice.
Yeah, that was great.
The song of my people. Oh my goodness, it's been a while. That's exactly my language, regal and bountiful. I believe it welcomes us into this space.
Well, that's wonderful to hear.
If I can, I'll move to this area here. The stone staircase looks like.
Yeah, I haven't changed you on the map yet. I'm about to. I'm just are you basically, you have two choices. You could go further into the older section of the what the spire was built on top of, or you could go into this vault looking sort of area.
This is where the chanting was from, this vault area in the north.
Yeah, the chanting was from the vault sort of area.
Yeah, I think we should go down here.
Let's do it.
Chanting leads to leaders. Leaders leads to payment.
You walk up to this cracked stone entrance, and you see a mural of like small winged humanoid beings carrying like various things, like pitchers of water, vines, a crown, and they're all like flittering towards what looks like a. It looks similar to the human statue that's at the front of this. That was at the front of the front entrance of the spire, the ruins and everything. Bald man with a beard. But yeah, it looks like these like sprite or like fey-like beings are like flying down towards him to give him gifts. That's what the mural looks like on this stone cracked entrance. But you walk through, and you see as you walk through the entrance, there appears to be a man or a humanoid figure standing in front of like a very vibrant garden. You recognize these as being that you're an elf, Lady Utara, and you're a noble as well. You recognize like premium tea leaf garden from a distance, that sort of thing. But they're very large leafy plants and stuff like that. And this figure, it's extremely dark, so you can't see any details. But you see they hold their hand up and appears to like make a swiping motion across their hand, and it looks like blood might be dripping down onto this like soil and stuff, and it causes these plants to grow. Let me switch you guys real quick. I want to make sure I did this right. Do you guys continue forwards?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could hook us up with a damn swine, a torch or something, because we can basically only barely see outside of our
I'm about to explain that, my dear friend.
tokens. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you make your way forwards and you cross into this vault sort of area. You immediately see like very fine furnishing just from what the torchlight can pick up. But as you cross into this room, your torch immediately goes out. Like inconspicuously so. Lady Uatara, you can feel ancient fey magics permeate this entire vault sort of area, which, may or may not have some sort of correlation to the torch immediately going out. You try to light it again, but even your flint and steel can't pick up a flame.
I speak out aloud in Sylvan, and I say to the powers around me, or the whatever I senses the beings around me. I'm like, we come here, part of your kin. I too am of your kind, and I mean you no harm. We are just explorers trying to figure out this space. She yells out loudly.
As you're...
I say to the swine lady, you had one job, keep that thing lit.
Yeah, it's kind of like
What are you saying, bucko?
It's a jump scare sort of deal, because as you're, like I said, this figure was like far away, tending to some sort of garden that he's for some reason cutting his hand over top of to grow plants. As you're trying to like, spark the flint and steel, it's only making a light. The light is only illuminating for a split second as the sparks fly off. The figure's not there anymore. One spark. You spark it again. He's standing. This figure shrouded in darkness is standing right next to you, Madam Swan. You get a split-second view of a pale visage with like black eyes, and then it disappears again. But it answers you, Lady Utara. You hear a regal voice say, "What are you all doing here?"
We are simply exploring this place and trying to find out the vile creatures that have come to inhabit it and who have come to blemish our earth. I am of noble lineage, which I'm sure you must be of as well, given what I've just heard. We mean you no harm, and we hope you mean us no harm.
Once again, it still is like you are still shrouded in darkness, that sort of thing. So this disembodied voice speaks to you and it says, "It matters not whether you mean harm or not. You deal harm to something greater than you can understand. I see you have already taken your pick of the spoils, as your kind always does. Crawlers, you call yourselves, the faces of history.
Well, then help us better understand your purpose here, so we can perhaps work with you.
I like to think of myself as a keeper of history. This world is crumbling. I try to keep what we know of it alive. For song.
Among the party, who would you say is the most emotional? Like most prone to, emotional fits, that sort of thing, and like sadness.
Madam Swine.
Sadness, probably not. Temper, absolutely. Like emotional, like not being able to, handle her shit.
Bobart has 3 emotions: angry and upset.
Yep.
Understood.
I guess then it would be Lady Utara, because she's noble. She's trying to put on a strong facade. She acts like she knows a lot, but she's really out of her league here. And, she's been pampered all her life. So probably her. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you feel wherever this disembodied voice is coming from, it's that sort of thing where you can feel when someone's staring at you. You feel someone is looking like almost into your soul as you hear this disembodied voice start, whatever memories is like the most traumatic thing for Lady Utara, like the saddest thing that's ever happened to her in her life. This disembodied voice starts bringing up those memories, and Lily starts bringing up stories that you've never told anyone before and things that haunt you. For some sort of reason, it applies to everybody in the party, but especially you right now, Lady Utara, as this figure appears to be focused on you. You feel your emotions of sadness are just irrationally increased. Like you're tearing up without even actually like intentionally doing so. You're like, I shouldn't be that sad this quickly, that sort of thing. It's like 2 seconds, you're already tearing up.
What's wrong with me?
Are you
I
okay,
can't help myself. Oh, like the time I found out that our distant relative was not of noble blood. Oh my goodness.
As you're speaking this, you're freaking out and everything, and you start welling up with tears and stuff like that. You feel a gentle hand caress your cheek. It picks up, it meets where like the teardrops are falling from your eyes and picks a teardrop off of your eye. And give me 1 second, let me give it
a token.
Indeed. 1 second, my friends. Yeah, like I said, you feel a gentle hand caress your cheek and pick up a teardrop from falling from your eyes. And you see it's holding some sort of, still dark, so you can't see what it is until the light comes on. But I'll just actually describe it for quickness sake. It's holding this basically a like stone sort of picture a torch without any wood, stone handle, but it's a bowl sort of shape on the top of it. It takes your teardrop and places it on into the bowl, and it glows with a white sort of light. And this figure hands it to you.
I take the bowl, and since I assume it's the white light that's now illuminating the space, right?
Yeah, it took your tears and made it into light.
I add I kind of wipe the tears off and drop them into the bowl, and I say, thank you very much for showing us this space.
To describe to all of you, you all see what appears to be a very ancient looking elven in appearance. Well, it's like stark white pale skin that appear like is like stretched taut over his form, very lanky sort of frame. He wears a wide brown, wide-brimmed hat and leather rags with like some furs on like the cloak part of it and everything. But yeah, he hands you this torch that alights with your tears and everything. And He has completely black eyes, like pitch black. He turns to you all, like, and will ask you, you all said you are here to slay the beasts that have been pervading my territory.
Yes, we look to kill the leader of the kobolds.
And keep taking stuff from our caravans.
And what should we call you, Keeper of these Scrolls?
You see he kind of narrows his eyes. I'll say for sure you know this is a fae. I kind of want to reward backgrounds. I'm not sure how familiar Lady Utara is with like fae lore, but you know this to be a creature known as a Ruin Chanter. Ruin Chanters are essentially ancient fae that manifest in ruins, but mostly ruins with like great historical significance, and they're known to sing basically like these haunting dirges and woeful songs and like preserve the ruins and stuff. Can you repeat the question again? Sorry.
Just what should we call you, Keeper?
Yeah, he narrows his eyes and says, "An exchange has not been made. I will not give up such a great thing as my name. Once again, you all said you are here to preserve the history of this place. To kill those beasts?"
Yes!
Walk with me. You guys, I'll just describe the actual full place. You're kind of, I would especially say any people that are like very learned, like bards or like Lady Utara, like nobles, that sort of thing. You're kind of taken aback by, it's like the sort of thing where when you look at a really old book and you know that this is like an ancient book, picture that, but scale it up to an entire vast library. You see scrolls are neatly organized. Countless numbers of scrolls are neatly organized, covered in these like basically gold wrappings that keep them rolled up and everything. And they're all like placed in various shelves that go up nearly like 20 feet high. And there's at least like 15 each of these, like, shelves, quote unquote, these stone shelves. There's very cozy sort of like furnishing, hardwood floor and 2 couches in the center, like very fine craftsmanship, and 2 tables on either side of the room. Of what significance do you all hold history, those that came before you?
Well, in high regard, of course.
Why?
Well, history is important to me and our people. I come from a rich lineage of elves, noble in our origin. Of course, we'd like to protect and keep our history intact.
Yes, I am familiar with your kind. Those who left the first world in order to pursue mortal decadence.
Well, I suppose we enjoy the finer things in life, but we also give back to our people.
There's many reasons, I think. It gives us identity. It gives us knowledge and wisdom.
There's nothing wrong with decadence. Speaking of, you got any food down here?
He narrows his eyes at you a little bit disapprovingly.
Oh, I narrow right back. Annoyed and impatient.
He doesn't answer you, and as he's about to speak, you all hear the sound of a tea kettle like boiling, and he immediately kind of like jolts to attention and is like, "Excuse me, He hops lightly into the air, and you see he like majestically floats up onto like on top of one of the stone pillars, and returns with a tea kettle and 2 teacups. He places them both down at either end of the of one of the nearby tables and pours tea in one of them. But you see he leaves the other one empty and places the tea kettle in the center and returns to talking to you all. I would ask that you all leave this place. There is no chance that a mortal can understand the significance of history. I have seen it myself. Did you all take a chance to examine the various writings within the spire that you passed through?
A little.
This...
Well, it celebrates the diversity of humanoids and different kinds of creatures. I get that. And I get you celebrate that. But like we said, we're here to get rid of the scourge that plagues this place. And if you'll help us do it, we'll be happy to do it and leave this place.
Leave. You all are quite good at that. The creator of this spire. I went against my nature. I should not allow anyone to improve on my domain, but he promised recognition of my purpose, and he abandoned me without saying so much as a word, not even leaving a letter.
Ah, I wonder why. You're so charming.
Who is your creator?
He was not my creator. He was the creator of the spire that sits overhead. His name was Minoros.
As a minstrel, would Dermot have any foreknowledge of that?
I'd say the White Feather is a fairly famous order of bards. Minoros was the greatest bard that was a part of the Order of the White Feather within like the last century, essentially.
This was made by him?
We collaborated. He promised to maintain its original purpose, but make it something new. Make me a little intelligence check, Lady Utara. See if you remember something.
Nice.
Sorry, can you guys, I got like text on that's coming through my Mac. Can you hear that on your end?
Nope.
Okay,
Nope.
cool. Just wanted to make sure. Nat 20, that's actually makes sense because you're the one that's holding the letter. You remember that there was a section in the letter that you picked up on the frozen corpse in front of the entrance to the spire that spoke of somebody being a part of the Order of the White Feather, that sort of deal. And it specifically was referred to someone named Asmichi. And let me see if I can actually post the original thing. I know some of you weren't here for that first session.
Madame Swine, she kind of lazily looks at one of the writings, and she sees a name of Peggy, and she's like,
I really like that. I think I'm gonna change my name to Peggy. Miss Peggy. You hear that, Dermot? I'm Peggy now.
Okay. Good to know. Oh dear.
Lady Utara pulls out the letter because she remembers finding it and suddenly her memory is triggered when she hears the Fae tell her about history, and she says, "Are you Esmichi?"
This is a very like emotionless, like stoic figure, but you see his eyes slightly widen a little bit. How is it that you know of my name?
Well, we found this, and she shows him the letter.
You see
What's that?
he grabs the letter. Um, he's silent for almost like a minute straight as he's reading this letter, and you see his hands. The rest of his body is like very unnaturally still. I meant to say that just about his posture. Like everything about him is very unnaturally still and kind of composed. But you see his hands are slightly shaking as he's reading this letter, and a look of like pure sorrow goes over his face as he doesn't cry, but he breaks out into like this one more of those like very beautiful, haunting opera type songs, and you recognize it as an elf of it's one of the songs of sorrow. So it's like basically dating back to when the elves that used to live in the Feywild, when they decided to go to the material plane, all of the noble houses, like the highest elven noble houses, each composed a song to like commemorate this like sad sort of affair of, you know, leaving the first world. So this is like one of the songs of sorrow that he sings.
If she recognizes it and knows the song, she hums and sings it along with him.
Light tears kind of fall from his black eyes, and he finished this song.
It was very beautiful. Are you doing okay, Mr. Esmichi?
I draw power from attachment. I suppose when I had figured he abandoned our task, our life's work, some of my attachment to this place waned. The state of disrepair of this place is of my fault. My arrow was assuming absence meant abandonment. He lifts up his cloak and he kind of looks at you all. He lifts up his cloak and you guys see a deep stab wound through where his heart is. For any normal mortal, he should be dead. But he basically explains that this is the last place that he has an attachment to. This vault that, once again, is filled with priceless artifacts of history. And he just explains, I am dying. I've defended against these beasts for... It seems like he has trouble understanding it, because that's that Fey sort of logic where he doesn't understand the need to keep track of specific days, but he just explains he's been defending against the kobolds and crawlers for a long time, and that when he finally dies, the seals he's put up on this vault specifically will seal this away forever. So, long story short, he asks you all, in exchange for slaying whatever leader has been organizing these kobolds that have been defacing he and his friend's life's work, he will give you all one item from this vault, essentially.
Oh my.
Now we're talking.
That is very generous of you.
Agreed.
It is illogical for me to do so. However, I suppose it's the same reason I still prepare tea for Minoros.
Asmichi, your friend Minoros was killed by the beasts of this place. And you have created this beautiful piece of your life's work, this piece of history. Well, let me tell you now, history is meant to be shared. You know that. It's meant to be shared and not hidden away from the eyes and from the lore of the people. So once we are done killing the beasts, let me share your history. I'll take it back to my kingdom and we will keep it in a treasured space. We will share it with the libraries of the elven and sylvan world. Let me do that for you. Let me do that to honor your friend Minoros. Let me do that to honor the work you've done here.
It's an error of my judgment. The seals are in place. Upon my death, this vault will be locked away forever, and my death is certain. I wish to ask you all, like I said, please slay whatever foul beast has corralled those things to deface my friend's purpose. I will keep my end of the bargain. I will give you whatever item you wish. These scrolls contain magical scripts not since seen before what you call the Ruination.
Will you be able to give us the item now to aid us in killing the beasts? As a gesture of goodwill.
Who has the highest charisma among you? Because this is a charisma check sort of thing. You're asking him, like, for example, this isn't asking a regular librarian for a book. This is a person, he exists because the library exists. So you're asking him to give up a piece of himself, essentially, for no
Not
guarantee.
me.
I have a +2.
It's the highest, a +2.
I'm a -3.
-2, but I think I have +2.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll me, Lady Utar, go ahead and roll me a d20 +2. I call this DC 12 because you're trying to get him to. It's a hard bargain.
Oh no. Oh no! Lady Utara's not that person. Oh my goodness, that's terrible.
He says something along the lines of I trusted the greatest mortal I knew once that he would come back. And you see how that ended.
Yeah, death will do that.
He gives you a little bit of a side eye.
That's part of the natural one is Miss Peggy just being flipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the natural one, Lady Utara just hangs her head, knowing it's futile, and says, "As you will have it then. But no, we will be able to. Our success is determined on our humble weapons right now, and you could help us, but I guess we'll do the best we can."
Before we depart, Mr. Isvici, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Oh, it seems like your friend was part of the White Feather. They're a very powerful organization, are they not?
From what he told me, yes.
Would they not be able to help you preserve this place? Preserve you?
Let me explain this. I do not despair at my current condition. I exist because I am proof that there is an end to all things. That is the beauty of it. If this knowledge was meant to pervade the world, they will find it again.
I suppose. Well, as Lady Utara said, we'll do our best.
I just wanted to make a side note here that I have to leave in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I figured this would be the last sort of section because the gelatinous cube fight was way more lethal and took longer than I thought.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
I don't roll high for enemies until I do, and then it starts to snowball. So, honestly, I think this is a fine point to wrap up with.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a gauntlet, so I wasn't sure how long the dungeon was going to take in general.
It's cool though. Yeah.
I'm digging it.
Yeah, I
Yep.
hope you guys.
Yeah, totally.
I hope you guys
Oh,
enjoyed the
great.
session.
This
It was very, very fun.
We finally
Yeah.
got to kill Anthony.
Yeah, for sure. This is my first time killing. I think this might be my first time killing a player character, but I killed 2 player characters actually. So I'm
That was some pretty sweet revenge on him for all
That's
the
kind of
pain
how
and
it
misery he
goes.
puts us through.
Yep, with
You
Shadowdark.
you killed him on the eve of his birthday.
That's true.
Yeah, this is
It's
true.
very prophetic, right?
He deserves it. But
Yep.
yeah, to the audience, I hope you guys enjoyed listening. We will continue with the next session of Songspire Caverns once we most likely when the holidays are over and all that jazz. But yeah, peace out.